Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone.
It's go time. Check in.
I'm on it.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Randy Whitman and I spoke just briefly. I asked him where he thought they have an advantage in this game, and he said our shot blocking is one thing that really sets us apart. Now, we have to be solid all around, but that does help us quite a bit when it comes to penetration and shot attempts inside. Kevin, never something you want to rely on, but always a great backup to have.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
I don't know, Kevin. I'm not sure they should be more focused on their opponent than they are on themselves.
That is sort of the way it sounds, Steve, but still, I don't think a defense-first mindset is ever a bad thing.
Nene, I think, an underrated defensive player. Not a big shot blocker, but he has tremendous size and strength, and he can move laterally. So he can really move and cover the pick and roll and switch on to guards, an effective defender.
A second chance effort. Fry, good. Fry's got his second basket of the night.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Wall passes to Beal. Back to Wall. Six to shoot. And he drops it in from the low post.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Here's the kid. Webster covering. Here's the kid. Buries the long-range jumper.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Wizards trail by 6. And here's Wall. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Beal. Nene setting the pick for Beal. Dishes it to Gortat. Can't get it to go. And Orlando the other way now. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Remember in that last matchup, they really snuck out a win, a close game, and it came down to a few mistakes at the end. The forcing turnovers, I thought, was the difference.
Outside, Wall. Gortat with the screen for Wall. He feeds it to Beal. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Oladipo. Cashes in for a double-digit lead.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
I don't think they're counting on turnovers to pull this one off.
You'd like to have them if you can get them, Kevin. You can play aggressively. You try to get into the passing lanes, but an aggressive play is a two-way street. If you don't settle down, your mistakes could be your own.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Here's the kid. Wall grabs the board.
Take a look at the rebound totals, guys. That's +5 now on the glass.
And, Steve, I don't think there's any question which team came out with more energy and enthusiasm.
Here's the kid. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
For 3.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Magic out in front, up 11. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. On tap. And welcome back. It's been all one. Magic will make substitutions. Wizards trail by 16 on the court for Orlando. Harris at the 4, Vucevic in the middle. The kid out there with Payton, and it's Harkless in at the small forward. And Blair kicks to Miller. Shot clock at 6. Wall's shot is off.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 11 points for the kid.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
Blair, a screen on Payton. It's Wall with the drive. He's looking for Blair and finds him. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Blair's got 4 points this quarter. Orlando leading by 17.
John Wall at 6'4", with a 39-inch vertical leap and long arms to boot, is an elite physical specimen when it comes to the point guard position.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, what a busy summer the Washington Wizards had. They brought in a lot of veterans, DeJuan Blair, Chris Humphries, and Paul Pierce. They're hoping that influx of experience will enable them to take the next step in the wide-open Eastern Conference. They've added some real depth in their front court, Kevin.
DC fans have to be excited. Thank you, Doris.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Here's the kid. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Payton drives in. It's rebounded by Blair. Blair's got his third rebound on the night. Miller with the ball. Now guarded by the kid. Wall dishes to Blair. Back to Wall. It's taken away by Payton. He kicks to Harkless. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Payton. He dishes it to Vucevic. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Oladipo, the pass to the kid. 4 on the clock. From the corner. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. The kid's got 13. Here's Wall. Oh, he knocks it in, a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time.
Oh, 3 points right there at the end of the...
And so we conclude the first half.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Terrific game.
Washington making some changes. Seraphin comes in for Gortat, and Chris Humphries subbed in for Nene. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Nicholson's checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Channing Frye. Harkless is checked in for Harris. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Payton. Beal and Webster out on the perimeter. Chris Humphries is out there with Kevin Seraphin. And it's Wall in at the point position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. The kid, he's checked in for Orlando. Outside, Wall. And Webster kicks to Humphries. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Boy, Chris Humphries is clearly not flashy, but he is a worker on and off the court. Has always been a strong rebounder, especially on the offensive glass, and never afraid to get in there and battle. He never shies away from contact. If you want to get physical, he's not backing down.
The Wizards making a switch here. Miller's checked in. Here's the kid. And the 3 off target. Washington's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Webster, that's for 2. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Miller's got 3 assists in the game. And Humphries, lightly regarded as a defender, but, you know, Steve, I think he made some strides last season.
I agree, Kevin. He blocked shots at a high rate. You know, in the past he struggled against the quicker power forwards, but he's got the size and strength to deal with the real strong fours around the NBA.
Ridnour against Miller. There's a good screen. Kicks it to Beal. Lets it go from 11. shot is no good. And Orlando will come the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
That was a tough game for them to lose, guys, because they really played well throughout the game.
But despite the result, I think they can definitely take some positives away from it.
To the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Beal's got 10.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. Ridnour passes to the kid. Front pass the arc. Rebound, Washington. Webster's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Miller penetrating. Beal uses the glass to finish the layup. Beal's got the lead up to 1 now for Washington.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Ridnour passes to the kid. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Gordon. Here's Nicholson. Beal pulls it in.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
Humphries with a screen on Gordon. Webster dishes to Miller, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And so he hits the technical free throw. Here's Beal. With 2 seconds left, and misses it off the right side of the rim. And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. And he's checked in for the Wizards. Humphries comes in for John Wall. Orlando also making some changes. Harkless comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's the kid in for Bateman. And so in the game for the Magic, Oladipo and Harkless at the 2 and the 3. Fry and Vucevic are the power forward and center. And it's the kid in at the point guard. And it's Miller penetrating. Nene up top. Pass to Humphries. 6 to shoot. Takes a shot at the elbow. Miller, no luck.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Miller with the double team. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Vucevic, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is. He's stepping right into the spotlight.
For the Wizards, Artel Webster. He's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Beal comes in for Chris Humphries. And it's John Wall in for Andre Miller. Let's catch up with Gordon. Sideline.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us. Just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit. I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
It's Wall with the drive. Here's Gortat, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's the kid. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
Now here's Wall. Misses the step-back jump shot.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?